Hello hockey fans and welcome to another episode of Inside the WCHA. I'm Ryan Phelps. Remember, you can find us on your favorite social media sites like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We're on YouTube as well. And for live nightly coverage, log on to flowhockey.tv. There you can sign up for monthly or season passes. Take a look at the conference standings coming into the weekend. Minnesota State up on top with 30 points. Then you've got a logjam with Bemidji State, Alaska, Michigan Tech, Bowling Green. 2 points back from them, Northern Michigan. Then a tie between Ferris State and Lake State, followed by Alaska Anchorage and Alabama Huntsville. Well, we made it through the holiday tournament season. Now it's time to get into that meaty part of the conference schedule. We'll start in Bowling Green. The Falcons just 2 points ahead of Northern Michigan in the conference standings, so a lot on the line this weekend. Wildcats get going early in this one. 3 players left open in front of the Bowling Green net. Darian Craighead with a one-timer, his 4th of the year, makes it 1-0. Each team would add a goal. We'll pick it up midway through the contest. Falcons applying pressure this time. Connor Ford takes a wild stab at it on the near side. Evan Doherty picks it up and puts it home for his 4th of the season, and we're tied at 2. Same score a few minutes later. Wildcats on the power play. Philip Ballou dangling through the offensive zone. Brings it in close, forehand to backhand, puts it home. That's your game winner. Griffin Loughran would add 2 more. 5-2 the final score in Game 1 on Friday night. Nolan Kent with an astonishing 38 saves on the night, 17 in the third period alone. It was a wild one on Saturday. Scoreless until late in the second period. Bowling Green on a power play 4-on-3, about to be 5-on-3. Alec Raha Sir finds Taylor Schneider out front. He buries it and it's 1-0 Bowling Green. Falcons cruising in this one up 3-1 late in the third, but Northern won't go down easily. Kent heads to the bench for an extra attacker. Joseph Nardi left alone out front for the tap-in, and the Wildcats pull within 1, still a minute left to play. Say it ain't so, Falcons fans, but it's true. Here comes Grant Loven out of the corner. He scores to tie the game at 3 with under a minute to play, and we head to overtime. It's a 2-on-1 rush. Darian Craighead with the puck. He could shoot, he could pass. He elects to shoot. Smart move. He scores the game winner in overtime. Northern Michigan with the road sweep. 4-3 the final score. And the Wildcats pick up 6 huge points on the weekend. Let's head to northern Minnesota. Ferris State at Bemidji State. And it doesn't take the Beavers long to get going on home ice. Elias Rosen with a shot from the point. Alex Iarulo with the rebound goal. His 2nd of the season makes it 1-0 BSU. Goals coming fast and furious in this one. It's 2-1 now, still in the first. Ferris State looking to tie things up, and they do. Justin McAlean out of mid-air ties the game at 2. All 4 of those goals in the first period. Nothing in the second, so we're still tied in the third. Owen Sillinger down the left wing boards, 2-on-1. He's got Aaron Miller out front. His wrist shot is his 10th of the season. That turns out to be the game winner. The Beavers put home 2 more late goals to make it a 5-2 final. Sillinger with 3 assists on the night. On Saturday, Bemidji State gets on the board first. Again, Sillinger wins the face-off. Back to Tommy Muck. His shot from the slot finds the back of the net. The power play goal makes it 1-0. Ferris State trying to even things up now. Watch this bomb from the point. Jake Willets winds up and drives it home to tie the game at 1. Now late second period, 3-on-1 for Bemidji State on the power play. A slow 3-on-1. Ethan Somoza finds Adam Brady out front. 2-1 the score. That would be the game winner. Brady would add another on the power play in the third, along with Sillinger, who had a huge weekend. 4-1 the final score. Despite the loss, Austin Shaw still making 29 saves for Ferris State. From northern to southern Minnesota we go. Alaska at Minnesota State, always a tough place to play. Friday night was no different. Still scoreless late in the first period. Mavs work it out of the corner. Dallas Gerads with a turnaround shot. Edwin Hookinson there to knock home the rebound, and it's 1-0 MSU. No one scores in the second, so it's still a 1-goal game early third. Late in the power play, Parker Toomey's shot was saved by Anton Martinson. Rebound goes right to Mark Michaelis. That's his 12th of the season. That makes it 2-0. He would add another. The Mavericks go on to win 4-0 on Friday. Martinson with 35 saves on the night. MSU goaltender Dryden McKay only forced to make 7. The offense slowed down a little bit on Saturday. Still scoreless late in the second period. Nanooks on the power play, and Martinson gets stuck behind his own net. Nicholas Rivera with the steal and the wraparound. That's his second of the season. The shorthanded goal makes it 1-0. Same score midway through the third period. A turnover at the MSU blue line. Reggie Lutz down the other way. Look at this laser of a shot off Anton Martinson's shoulder into the back of the net, and it's 2-0 MSU. But the Nanooks don't go home completely empty-handed. Just 2 minutes later, Antti Virtanen gets his first of the season to pull the Nanooks within 1, but that's as close as they'd get. Rivera would add his second of the night into an empty net. Minnesota State wins 3-1, and they get the home sweep against Alaska. Next stop, Anchorage, Alaska. Lake Superior State up north to play the Seawolves. Game 1 on Saturday night. Just under 5 minutes left in the first period, a 3-on-1 for Anchorage. And this one tough to see because the camera stops. But Zach Court puts home his first of the year to make it 1-0. It comes back out of the goal. They never show us another replay. And play went on for another 2 minutes or so before they took a second look. But it does count, and it's 1-0 Alaska Anchorage. Same score into the second period. Luke Brown with a headman pass to Riley St. Onge. He swings at it with one hand, the save made by Merrick's mittens, but St. Onge sticks with it and slides home his 4th of the year. 2-0 the final score. Seawolves win on Saturday night. Chris Carlson with 29 saves for his first win of the season in net. Game 2 on Sunday, much more scoring in this one, and the Lakers get it going first. In the first, they find Ashton Calder at the blue line. He streaks down the ice on the breakaway, gets it past Carlson for his 5th of the season, and it's 1-0 Lake State. Both teams pile in a few more through the first 40 minutes, so we're tied at 2 early third. Anchorage on the power play. Tanner Shackles shot, the save made by Mittens, but he's way out of net. Luke Brown left wide open in front. That's his first of the season. And the power play goal gives UAA a 3-2 lead. Braden Gelsinger would tie it up with his first of the year for Lake Superior State, so it's 3-3 late in the contest. Lakers pressuring Max Humitz, Louis Boudon to Pierre-Luc Viette. That's his 6th of the season. That's your game winner. Max Humitz would put another one into the empty net for his 14th of the year. 5-3 the final score. Lake Superior State able to salvage a split on Sunday. Mittens with 22 saves on the night. A couple of non-conference games over the weekend as well. Michigan Tech gets a split down at Arizona State. Sun Devils win 4-3 on Friday. Huskies take it back 3-2 on Saturday. Alabama Huntsville in Grand Forks for a weekend set. Both games end with the same score, North Dakota winning 5-2. After a wild weekend of mostly conference play, Minnesota State still on top by 5. They've got 36 points. Then Bemidji State, Northern Michigan jumps up a bunch after their road sweep at Bowling Green. Michigan Tech and Alaska tied at 24 apiece, followed by Bowling Green, Lake State, Ferris State, Alaska Anchorage, and Alabama Huntsville. Coming up this weekend, all conference games, and they start on Thursday with Bemidji State at Alabama Huntsville. Minnesota State at Ferris State. Bowling Green heads to Tech. Anchorage is at Northern Michigan. And Lake State heads up to Alaska. As usual, we'll wrap things up with our WCHA Weekly Awards. Our forward of the week is Owen Sillinger from Bemidji State. The sophomore recorded a team-high 5 points to lead the Beavers to a WCHA series sweep of Ferris State over the weekend. Sillinger recorded the first multi-assist game of his 58-game BSU career Friday, assisting on 3 of the Beavers' 5 goals, including the game winner and a shorthanded goal to put the game out of reach. Our defenseman of the week is Alec Raha Sir from Bowling Green, who was the leading contributor for the Falcons this past weekend, having a hand in 4 of the 5 goals against Northern Michigan. On Friday night, he assisted on the game-tying goal. As for Saturday, he assisted on a pair of power play goals before netting a PPG of his own. Our goaltender of the week is Nolan Kent of Northern Michigan. The sophomore backstopped the Wildcats to their first road sweep of the calendar year when he stopped a WCHA weekend-high 77 shots at Bowling Green. The wins improved his season and career records to 7-2-0. Kent now ranks 5th nationally in winning percentage, boasting a .778 average. And our rookie of the week is Elias Rosen of Bemidji State. The defenseman logged back-to-back 2-assist nights to lead the Beavers to the sweep of Ferris State. He helped BSU get on the board with an assist just over 4 minutes into the game Friday and added a second assist to put the game out of reach midway through the third period. His 4-assist weekend pulls him into a tie for the team's assist scoring lead with 11 and is second on the team with 7 points on 7 assists on the man advantage. That'll do it for now. We'll be back with more next week. In the meantime, find us on your favorite social media sites, and for live conference play, log on to flowhockey.tv, where you can sign up for monthly or season passes. This has been Inside the WCHA. I'm Ryan Phelps.